Yo, that's a nice t-shirt.
Reach for the sky, boy.
Yeah, that's a nice t-shirt. That threw me. That threw me. Very R.I.P. Jay Briscoe.
Had to do it, man. I had to do it. That story breaks me, man. It's so fucking sad what happened to him. And then I heard 100% of the proceeds of this t-shirt go to his family. I'm like, family gets my money. 100%.
Yeah, I like that. Well done, bro. Well done to you for that. I was about to give it like some speech about how I prefer the reaction show intro music than prediction show intro music, and I see the Jay Briscoe t-shirt, and I'm like, oh, fuck what I was gonna say. Yeah, no. Anyone who can do it. Where'd you buy it from, bro?
Pro wrestling t-shirts.
Pro wrestling tees, guys. Head on over there. Let's support the Briscoes, man. That's such a sad story. I'm glad to see there is movement in his daughters, and they're hopefully home or heading home from the last I remember hearing. But yeah, you know. Kids,
I will wear this at Mania. I will represent the Briscoes. And here's the crazy thing. I only have ever seen one Briscoe Brothers match, and it was that match against FTR. And they blew me away, and I bought into them, and I need to talk to Big Tone about sending me matches of theirs to watch. I love these guys, and I've only seen one of their matches, and the story broke my heart. So
start with the special that they did to honor his memory, because it has quite a few all-time matches with him. Like for one, go for like the title.
Yeah,
that's a great place to start.
Oh, so guys, we're going to do our intro. Big Tone, you need to slow down because someone else is joining us.
Oh yes,
yeah. So just while we do proceed, let's do this officially, but we'll give it a couple of seconds. Oh, do you know what? You could go in. He's late. So hey guys, it's me, the one AJ, Anthony Jordan, aka Too Sweet Tony.
It's me, Double V, the Viceroy of Verisimilitude, Nico Liro. As I said, reach for the sky, boy.
Yo, what's up, man? Leon, yo, I'm at Finesser. I'm gonna reach for the skies because I'm here with them boys. Here to do this podcast. What's up, y'all?
All right, everyone. Big Tone in the zone. Happy to be here. Let's get it done, guys.
Right, so the show will kick off. Then the tech will be joining us shortly. It's a bit awkward. But okay, let's just ramble a tad to give him a little minute to come in. But we are talking Elimination Chamber, which is funny because when it comes to these pay-per-views, and I'll say it now, when you don't have the most excitement for it, those tend to be the better pay-per-views from WWE, if I'm not mistaken. You find stuff like, oh, it's Survivor Series All Games, oh, it's Royal Rumble, and they've been very average. Not shit, they've just been average. The
contrary to what culture would have you believe?
The filler shows, hey, then you can intro yourself, bro. We're giving you 2 seconds. All right.
What's up? I'm Dan the Tech, the wrestling fan that doesn't watch wrestling.
Hey, there we are. Cool.
Made it home from a 17-hour day straight to here.
We appreciate you, bro. So this is the thing.
We acknowledge.
Yeah. So it's one of those filler ones, and I feel that we might be in a kind of a Daniel Bryan-esque era where the main event to WrestleMania is not so guaranteed anymore. I don't know. Like I know the champ's going. I just don't know if it's a one-on-one or a triple threat because this guy is making motions. But hey, we can discuss that a bit later on. But all guys are in the house. I didn't put up the poster. It doesn't matter. But we are talking Elimination Chamber. Let's flip the screens around.
You mean the placeholder?
We're all good, don't worry. We're all good.
No, the placeholder show.
But yeah, bro, as I said, just before
placeholder live event.
Yeah, for years that's what it's been. It's been that.
Yeah, of course it has. Listen, the road to WrestleMania. One of the things that Hunter did do, and I know Nick's not Hunter's biggest fan at the moment. One of the things that he did do was start to reduce the numbers of pay-per-views or premium live events. And I believe that's one of the things. There are certain times in the road to WrestleMania, all of these, and it does feel kind of shit because we've never had a short of, not even Kofi Mania done it in the Royal Rumble winner versus whoever should be champ at WrestleMania. We all know that the champ is very rarely changed in February. So these pay-per-views mean nothing.
I can tell you the last time it happened. No, I can tell you the last time it happened, which was a big shocker. WrestleMania 26. Before WrestleMania 26, Shawn Michaels doing everything to fight Taker, and surprise, Jericho became champion just before WrestleMania. It was shocking. The Undertaker losing the belt that close to Mania.
Also, when The Rock won the WWE title to then go on to WrestleMania to fight Stone Cold. That was a long time ago.
Again, guys, I didn't say it never happened. Thank you. Those are some of the golden.
Not debating you at all. Today I was thinking. Today I was thinking when like at work, I was like, why have they still got this damn pay-per-view there? What has happened? Was the last time something happened on this pay-per-view that made a difference? Even Daniel Bryan thing, that didn't make a difference. It was WrestleMania that Daniel Bryan made a difference.
Yeah.
The Kofi thing, it didn't make a difference then. It was like, it just was, I was thinking, what's the last time I was saying? Undertaker, Shawn Michaels retiring.
Yeah.
The last time I can think of.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I personally think they need a mid pay-per-view because again, this is where they're gonna make last-minute adjustments or anything to like set themselves on a path to WrestleMania. This is where some of the storylines actually need to take shape. For instance, like what they're actually planning on doing. Yeah, like I talk more about that when we get to the Brock Lesnar match because that's what I feel they are doing. But it's good to have that pay-per-view in the middle to set up matches that may not necessarily be the main event or other main event matches.
Can I say one more thing before we go?
Go.
The key part for this right now, it's not WWE. It's the fact that we're on 6 points, 6 points, 6 points, 5 points, 5 points. I truly want AJ or Leon to win. And then it's just, and then the other pay-per-view, one of y'all to win so we can all be on the same points going into WrestleMania. Can you imagine it?
I know.
On that bombshell,
and then
I have
draw WrestleMania.
Then I retain.
I've tried so hard to like think with my mind and not my heart on this one because then the techie couldn't hit it more right on the head, man.
Yeah. So
but it's
while
the pay-per-view
you're on there,
it's going to be that different. I don't think we're going to be that different this pay-per-view.
I don't know. I can't take too many wild guesses like I did on
AJ's going to be wrong.
It happens.
I'm excited about
it happens. Man. Look, before you guys join the show, I've already won an episode, so I don't give a shit.
I didn't see it, so it didn't happen.
But Big Toe, going back to what you were saying about Elimination Chamber, you talked about how it helps build Mania, and historically, it would be, when it was 2 titles, you knew someone was going to face one champ, the other champ would be crowned in that match. Kind of similar to Rhea going for Charlotte, and then us having this match. So while it's on you, Big Tone, we are talking about the women's Elimination Chamber match featuring the return of Carmella, Nikki Cross, Raquel Rodriguez, Asuka, Liv Morgan, and Stifler's mum, Natalia.
She's not that, mate.
You know what? Natalia looked all right, man. Like that SmackDown before last when she had that black bodysuit.
She did indeed. But which way you going, bro?
Well, you see, the thing about this one is, if you watch Raw, they had a main event, which was Bianca versus Becky and Bayley. If one of them won, they would have been added to the Elimination Chamber, and then it would have started out as a triple threat. Now, I feel that this is going to happen again on SmackDown, and Ronda Rousey is going to go into that chamber. Yeah.
Is she not injured?
Injured.
No, she's back. She's back last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's a possibility of that. But if we're going by the card, and who's actually in this match, like it would be an impulse to say, what's her name, Raquel Rodriguez, because again, like I feel the strength versus strength thing could be like a way to go, power versus power. However, I feel that if you don't do Asuka, what was the point of turning her into Dark Asuka? And like having this whole big, change up. I feel that Asuka versus Bianca is not a match we've actually really seen as well. So that'd be a good WrestleMania match. And I feel this is probably why Asuka has had that title change. So going into it, it's like interesting. So I'm gonna go Asuka.
Anyone want to go next?
I'll go.
Cool.
So I've got to follow Big Tone on this one. Although, here's the thing: we all know Triple H likes a slow build, so they've only just given her that new character to refer back to as was it Kana?
I believe so. I'm not too familiar with her Stardom career.
Kenna is
so we know that Triple H likes a slow build. So I was thinking, are they pushing her for the title too early? Like, since she's changed to that character, maybe she's got to have like a little rivalry or, you know, a couple of matches just to kind of get that persona underway, sort of thing. There are so many things where I think maybe they're pushing her too quickly, but at the same time, a decent title run again from Asuka is long overdue. And they have really been making her shine in the last couple of weeks since she's come back at the Royal Rumble with that character. I don't want to get into a big debate about the others, but I think this whole match has been designed around Asuka. And I see her going on to WrestleMania, so my pick is also Asuka.
I don't have anything to add here. I agree. It's Asuka. For all the points that Big Tone mentioned, I don't have anything I could add here, unfortunately.
You know what? Then I'll let you go last. Do you know? In the minute I saw the poster, Asuka was my pick. Big Tone saying Raquel Rodriguez thing kind of had me wondering. We've got a Raw superstar challenging for the SmackDown Women's title. Would they reverse it for some weird reason? But it doesn't mean much. I'm going to stick with my initial thought because I can't gamble with points right now. It's too tight at the minute. So if Raquel wins, I am going to be gutted. But I'm Dark Asuka on this one.
The best part about this now is because I thought I weren't going to make it, I sent my pictures through to AJ, so I'm not copying anyone. You saw me pick Asuka. None of my picks will be changing from what I've sent across, so you know I've got Asuka on this because, as Big Tom said, why change? Why change her just to make her lose? Is it the time? Because Asuka was the shit before Vince had his hand on her. Mm-hmm. Make her the shit again.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay. Then, I'm going to let you take the reign on this one. I've realized there's one match missing on this card here. So while I'm getting that image, you can announce your pick for the Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar.
This now is the only match on the card I see being oh my God, what's going to happen?
Yes.
But I went for Brock. Simple reason. We want the Hurt Business back, don't we?
Yes.
We need to give Bobby Lashley a reason to want the Hurt Business back. Have him lose. Have MVP come in and say he can make him help him out on this. Plus, we want Brock versus Gunther.
Yes.
So let them finish this now and get their. Was it one apiece?
It's already one apiece. Yeah. This is the rubber match.
Beautiful, Brock. What did they call Bobby Lashley when he was there when Brock wasn't around? Black Lesnar. There's only one Lesnar, so give it to Brock, so you can push a younger talent really big at WrestleMania.
Oh fuck! Can I go?
I'm intrigued by you. That's why I thought let me go for it now. If you're not ready, go.
I don't know. I want to hear what everyone else has to say.
Hey, that's cheating.
Okay. Yeah, that
is. That's why Nick sees a new spin.
All right. Well, so again, I will mirror a lot of what Dan actually said. You want Hurt Business back. This is the way to do it. Yeah. Now, I feel like this could go down many different avenues, isn't it? Yeah. Like, yes, we are hoping for Gunther at WrestleMania, but I could also see this being a setup for Omos versus Brock Lesnar at Mania. That's a very WWE match. It's a very WWE match.
Oh God.
Now, hopefully they're not going that way. Hopefully we're just getting a new version of the Hurt Business, and Brock is going on to fight Gunther. But even if he does, don't let Gunther to win because I don't. But with that said, Brock.
Okay.
Leon.
Yeah, like although this is the rubber match, for some reason I'm thinking that they're going to carry this storyline onto WrestleMania, but then Big Tone just made a couple of very good points there. You know, there's the Gunther situation. Who's going to be the one to pull the Intercontinental title from him? And also, Brock hasn't held a mid-card title, has he?
Can you see Brock holding a mid-card?
I was going to say, not now in Brock's career. There is no way that that's something he's going to do now.
I don't know. I mean, it makes things
I can
interesting.
see him holding it. I throw it in the trash.
Yeah. I can see. Like even what Big Tone said, that like there's many avenues that this could go down. But in terms of this match, let me not go into too many semantics. Bob, like Lashley's been running his mouth, especially on Raw. Yeah. He's like running his mouth, and obviously, you know, they're showing you that kind of full heel turn again. This guy had so many turns, like he's catching up with the Big Show. My gosh, 1 minute he's a heel, then he's a face, then he's a heel, then he's a face. But you can see that the heel turn is coming, and that's obviously because of the Hurt Business going back together. You're seeing Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin talking with MVP backstage, even in the middle of other people's segments and promos. And you're seeing Bobby Lashley talk to MVP. You know it's happening. And in order for that to happen, Lashley may have to lose for that to be fully like, now this is happening sort of thing. Kind of like how immediate the Sami Zayn situation happened with Roman Reigns. Now, I was thinking, could the Hurt Business get involved during the match and cost Lesnar the match for Bobby Lashley to win? Because that could easily happen as well. You know, there's been many situations where the referee don't see shit or he's distracted. Someone comes in the ring, drops Lesnar. It can easily happen, and that's what I'm fighting with. But because it's the rubber match, I'm gonna, and obviously how they always leave things on the post show and all that kind of shit, I'm gonna stick with my mind and say Brock Lesnar. I have to. Like, it's just, I'm trying to be sensible with this one and not think with my heart. I'm trying to think with my head here, and I think Brock is gonna get this one. And I second then for him to go on to WrestleMania and give a chance for younger talent.
So, what if Brock was to join Imperium and have a kind of Aryan race versus the Black Hurt Business? That's also an option.
Please, no, it's not Vince. It's not Vince.
I mean, yeah. So here's the thing. I think I've done you a solid, Nick, because I'm still not sure.
I can go if you want.
No, it's fine. What I've always said is the way I would have wanted for these guys was a best of three.
You got it.
Was 1 of 1, and I would have finalized it in a cage at Mania. Somehow or another, it's happening at Elimination Chamber. Which leads me to say, and I'm really going to regret this if it goes wrong, because I'm just out of the race if this goes wrong. I'm going to say, let's go the other way. Let me have my dream that these two will still meet at a cage at WrestleMania. Let's say the reason Brock is going to want a cage to take on Bobby Lashley is because the Hurt Business will interfere. So I'm either going to go on a no contest where the Hurt Business fuck up Brock and it's a no contest match and they meet at Mania, which then makes it the rubber match there. Or they interfere and give Bobby Lashley the win and they still go to a cage match at WrestleMania. So either way, Brock can't win. So no contest could be an answer, but I'm not going to go that way. I will give Bobby Lashley this victory. Fucking ballsy. Fucking on the edge of my seat with this because I'm out of the racing for this.
You need to do something different.
Yeah,
and there's not many matches
the only
you can
way
do
to possibly elevate it. So I'm gonna go with it with the biggest hope.
I tell you, if we're going by my Omos prediction, then you're actually right. Because I actually see, I really see this happening.
Your internet's dropping out, mate.
Yeah,
your internet's buggy, Big Tone.
Let's get
cool. Right, I'll let you refresh, Big Tone, and Nick. It's on you, bro.
So look, my confusion's here. My confusion's here is that logic dictates that it's Brock Lesnar because I know Big Tone calls Roman Reigns the end of level boss. I mean, Brock Lesnar is the end of level boss. He still is. Like, he's the biggest thing they've got. But you got to think the Hurt Business are coming back, or do they give us the Hurt Business as a Mania spot, as the feel-good moment? I don't fully understand how the Hurt Business fit into this storyline, personally. It doesn't. I don't see an angle where it makes sense. Like, if you have Bobby beating up Brock, well, you don't need the Hurt Business because he's self-sufficient and he's doing it himself. If you have Brock beating up Bobby, I mean, yeah, they can come out and help him. But then where does that go? They've just sided with the guy who's lost. So what's the point?
Well, no, but you can help him win. You can help him win the match.
Yeah. I don't see them getting involved because I
don't see them getting involved in the match. I see them telling them, "You need us. You need us."
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. So on that basis, I'm gonna go Brock Lesnar.
Bobby, don't let me down. Do not let me down. I really need this point.
He has. The thing is, you always bet against Bobby, and then he doesn't do it. I really want you to win, and then I want Leon to win. I really want it to be that way.
I appreciate that.
I want it to be a 5-way draw into the finals.
Fuck no, because we still haven't figured out how to do it. If there's a draw at the end, we haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, listen, I'll figure out some fucking AJ quiz or some shit. But literally, Leo can't be in the finals because he'll kick anyone's ass in that. But like, we'll get
Game of Mario Kart. No, I know.
Game of
GoldenEye.
Not GoldenEye.
Listen, I have 2K22. Everyone's got a PS5.
I've got Tekken.
No.
Right. Okay. Right.
I say we break out the PlayStation 2. We have Raw versus SmackDown. Old school Raw versus SmackDown.
No. Here comes the pain.
Let's finish the prediction and then we can go off.
Anyway, we'll get there. It might be completely invalid. Nick, I'll let you do this one, bro.
All right.
Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley.
This has got nightmare written all over it. This has got banana skin written all over it. If you're sending Rhea Ripley into WrestleMania as this big dominant force that's gonna dethrone Charlotte, which is the storyline they're getting us to buy into, you really can't be having her eat L's in any capacity before that. And yet I feel that they're going to do that. And yet I feel they're going to give Edge and Beth Phoenix the victory because
the grit couple or whatever they call it.
Because the grit couple. Watch, they're gonna come out on one of those fucking what are they called? Those grit plows, those Canadian snow machines spray grit everywhere. Watch them come out on one of that. Spraying snow on the side. The grit couple. They should.
I drive clearly. Anyway,
I bet they both come out in lumberjacks.
They're what do we call them? They're like they're legitimate. I don't know, man, because this is overplayed now. This Edge and Judgment Day thing, it's been going on for too long. This isn't long form storytelling anymore. This is copy and paste storytelling. It's gone on for too long. It's like, shit, man. Balor beat him in the I Quit match. He could have come back and got his revenge. That's the end of it. Move on to other things, but they haven't. They've gone copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. The reason I said this has got banana peel on it is because if you take any momentum off of Rhea Ripley right now, that's not good for anyone. But I've got this niggling thing in the back of my mind that for the purpose of the Edge Judgment Day storyline, they're going to go with Edge and Beth Phoenix. I've got this niggling feeling. Oh, Den, please speak. I'm all ears.
It's always hard when there's a returning couple, so you're not wrong.
Yeah, and it's
cool.
Den.
I was hoping for you to go the other way. This was kind of hard for a second, and then I thought, there is a little annoying kid that could come and try to help mommy and cause mommy. He could come out, you can lose strong. Rhea Ripley could be dominant, but this little idiot come out to help and causes don't get Rhea pinned. She should not be pinned. have Finn Balor get pinned because Rhea had to leave to go help, and then bet Phoenix and bullcrap. Everyone forgets about that little madman because he's been to prison.
The condom.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where as soon as I remember that, oh yeah, they're losing, and I circled, as you can tell, I circled Edge in my thing because Edge is going to get the pin over Finn Balor, and hopefully the storyline is done.
So you've gone Edge and Beth. I haven't actually given my answer here. That's the thing.
You did.
So here's
what did I say? I don't know what I said.
No, I was going to say
Edge. You said Edge and Beth Phoenix.
I thought you.
I said that's the way.
You want to hear my pick?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to. I didn't make my official pick. I just like that.
I thought you did. All right. I'm going with Edge and Beth Phoenix. That's my pick.
Yeah.
Right.
Official pick.
Fuck. I don't want to do this now because you scared the fuck out of me.
Nico, what's your official pick, Nico?
You going, Nick, or am I going and then you go?
No. None of this again. What was your pick? You were on screen. What's your pick?
You reserve the right to change your mind anyway, so don't even.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go with Den's line of thinking here. I'm gonna go Edge and Beth because I think, as I said, it's stupid for them to do that. But then again, you talk about condom, and there's also the fact that he could cost Edge and Beth the match, and that then sets up the match against Daddy at Mania. Daddy needs to come and teach this Dick Zitter lesson.
He says he made his pick.
Edge and Beth. For now, Edge and Beth, bro.
Edge and Beth. All right, cool. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go.
I don't think they should, but I think
no, they shouldn't.
I'm gonna use your train of thought, Nick. I'm gonna use your train of thought, and you can't make Rhea look weak. I'm going to say that Dom helps them win. I'm going to say that Rhea pinning the Glamazon makes her even more legitimate in the build-up going up to WrestleMania against Charlotte. So I'm going to go with that. I feel Dominic's interference will also help in stopping Edge to stop the breakup of a pin or cost him one way or another. He might even spear fucking Beth to cause the situation. And this could be, because I believe with Rhea also being the face of the Judgment Day, there's no in between behind it, we could lead to a match at Mania that says does win and she moves over to SmackDown, Judgment Day's fucked. You could get Edge versus Finn. Yeah, it's enough. We're done. If I beat you at Mania, Judgment Day is done. I'm going to kill what I created. So I am going to go the other way, and I'm going to go with the Judgment Day and Rhea stays strong.
Good points. That's a good points.
I don't like your angle of Edge killing the Judgment Day, but the rest of it I agree with.
But the reason I say Edge kills Judgment Day is because if Rhea wins and is SmackDown, what is Judgment Day without Rhea?
They go with her.
The only thing that does work is Dominic goes with her.
Remember, they didn't do a draft this year. Watch them do a draft on the Raw after Mania.
Cool. Sorry, Big Tone. We were talking while you were on screen.
No. Let's hope that. Let's hope they realize that that this be silly at this point. A little redundant, to be honest. All right, so this one is probably, believe it or not, the most unclear match for me because again, like you guys are saying, you make the Royal Rumble winner her team eat a loss, even though Finn Balor could comfortably eat that loss and it not really affect Rhea. Or do you make the Grit couple come out and do their whole retribution storyline? But then I would assume that would carry on into Mania. He's got to fight somebody in Judgment Day at Mania. So, but then you'd have to keep the storyline going and make Judgment Day come out victorious. So damn. No, I'm not gonna bet that. So.
Oh, your internet
your potato's not working.
Yeah, didn't hear a word of that, Big Tone. What was your final pick?
Edge and Beth.
Edge and Beth.
Fuck's sake. You guys are scaring me when too many people vote against me, but I need it to go that way.
You need to be different.
Yeah.
Hail Mary, man.
this is a hard one because yeah, you need to keep Rhea strong, but here's the thing. It's Elimination Chamber. You still have you've got like several weeks before WrestleMania comes around. They can book Rhea strong at live event and at the next couple of Raws and SmackDowns and however before WrestleMania going into that match. The other thing is that she doesn't even have to take the pin. And as Den said, like you can still make her look strong. So one, she doesn't have to take the pin. Two, she could get into like a ruckus with Beth, and they end up fighting all the way backstage. So it just leaves Finn Balor and Edge. At the same time, I can see Dominic getting involved, but at the same time, word has it he's still running from that restaurant because he couldn't afford to pay the bill. He can't decline. So I think he's on the run from the cops at the moment. So you might not even see Dom involved in that match. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Edge and Beth, and even if it means by disqualification, I'm gonna go with Edge and Beth. But I think Finn Balor's gonna be the one to take the pin, not Rhea. Rhea's either gonna be backstage or not present, or she's gonna be like in some situation with Beth outside of the ring, but she can still look strong. They can still get jumped after the match, and as Den said again, which was a key word, they can still make Rhea look strong. Judgment Day look strong. But my actual initial pick, Edge and Beth.
Cool.
Dom can't make it. It's in Canada, and he's a criminal. Oh man.
Very good point. Very good point.
Wrestling
Leon,
magic.
While we're on you, the US title match: Montez Ford, Johnny Gargano. Oh God, I've got it. Bronson Reed, champ Austin Theory, Seth freaking Rollins, and Damian Priest.
I know two of them.
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm not even going to look into this one too tough, right? I believe that a couple of stories are going to be told in this match. But here's the thing. There's a possibility of every person involved in that match winning that title. But if that was the case, then what was the reason of like pushing Austin Theory with that title? Could he lose it and then go on to WrestleMania to fight John Cena? Could he retain it and go on to fight John Cena at WrestleMania? I'm not sure, but by some miraculous reason, I think that Austin Theory is going to run away with this one. And that's purely going to be because, as I said, there's going to be a few storylines told in this match. Because of that, that's going to be the distraction, and Austin Theory is going to capitalize on each and every single one of them. So my pick for this match is Austin Theory to retain United States champion.
Dead.
Right. I am so glad I sent those to you. I want to do that every time now, just show you that I'm not. But yeah, I pick Austin Theory. Simple reason, he's John Cena, new version. And he needs to fight against Cena.
The prototype.
Yeah, he can go there and he has to be the most cocky. He has to be cocky as fuck. He's done it. Yeah. I'm defending my title. I'm the best US champion ever. And I know Cena's been champion everywhere, but everyone nowadays remember Cena from that US title thing he did, which is so good. That's when everyone started liking Cena again. And yeah. For me, I see the US belt as Cena's belt. So, and oh yeah, by the way, I want Austin Theory to beat him.
Cool. Yeah. it would put him over. It would be a monster over push. That's for sure.
Come on, man! It's Vince's son.
Daddy's back. Right. Nothing much here to report differently. The only thing I can say is I reckon look out for a big momentous push from Bronson Reed in this. I reckon each man's going to hit their finisher with Montez Ford doing a frog splash from epic levels of height to eliminate him. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter because Austin Theory is walking out as the US champ on that. Nick, over to you, sir.
So I'm going to say theory as well, but so I've got nothing to add to that. But I could make this more fun in the build up to Mania. Again, fantasy booking, they're probably not going to do this because it's WWE, but let's have some fun. So Den just mentioned the whole John Cena Open Challenge thing. If you wanted to have some fun with this, Triple H, I know you listen to the podcast because you've stolen some of our ideas before. So if you could take a note of something, try and take a note of this and entertain me. Have Theory after Elimination Chamber do the heel version of that. So every week he does an open challenge, but invites out the biggest fucking jobber ever, just to kind of prove that, look how great of a champion I am. And then at Mania, he says, I've beaten everyone. There's no one left for me to beat. Right? That's how you could have some fun with it. I don't think they'll do that because they don't have that sort of creativity in them. But that's how they could have some fun.
You know what? Yeah, that's a very good idea because also he could bring people out, right? And he's like, all right, so you really want to go for this? And obviously the bell rings and he just clashes them with the belt and beats the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And there's like literally no match. And they just carry this on for weeks until WrestleMania. And then John Cena turns up.
make him go heely. And do it after Chamber. So get him to beat the Chamber and then go heely heel face and just beat up a load of jobbers. And then have to actually prove himself and face Cena at Mania. And I agree with Den. He should win there.
Oh, want to hear something? Imagine he keeps doing it.
Big Toe to come back. So
all right. Imagine he keeps doing the heel thing. What Nico said. So doing the heel thing. Then he goes to Mania and went, open challenge at Mania. I'll take anyone on, and then you hear the music. No build up.
That's what he said.
Sweet, great. No build up. Because I want to see someone next to me going, oh my God, it's John Cena.
You know how you make that even more interesting, yeah? He challenges people in the crowd, like obviously jobbers, right? And he beats them every week. and then he like come WrestleMania, you just see someone with a hat down or something like that, and he challenges him, and it turns out it's John Cena.
You gotta have the. I need that music in my life. Also, I just want to say I don't think Theory is the new Cena. I think he's the new Orton.
He gives me more Orton vibes.
I have no idea. I'm just looking at him. I'm just looking at him. I've never seen him.
Cool, that surprised me, Big Tone.
He needs to sort of change his finisher. He needs to change his finisher or dynamic. Yeah. So that will just his music as well, even though his music is slightly like 1.1% growing on me.
I like it.
Change his music, man.
Down.
Nah, man, it doesn't change the future. It doesn't change the future. And also his finisher as well. It's not like AA, it's not like the RKO, it's not like the
I think they've deliberately given him.
He needs something that
he needs a better finisher. I'll agree with that.
It's his. Yeah, he needs something that's boom and they're done. But like if I go through this lineup in it, you have to make Theory win. It can't be anyone else but Theory, because if you don't, exactly. Like who else is going to go on to WrestleMania to fight for that title? It's got to be Theory.
You fucking beat me to it, you asshole! I have some fantasy booking fun.
Nah, man. Look, that's having this match. If anything, that's the reason why Seth is not winning.
Yeah. What if? Hear me now. Now work with me on this. What if? What's Logan Paul's drink called again? Prime, right?
Prime. Yeah.
What if? Oh, I love it. Oh, they're never going to do this, but it's so good. What if Seth Rollins loses because he slips on a puddle of Prime, which we find out was then planted by Logan Paul, and then at WrestleMania they have to do a Prime on the pole match? Ha!
If that is the case, Seth has to walk down the aisle with KSI in his back.
You might actually have a thing there actually, because they are actually going to do another sponsored match at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
like
it's gonna be Tic Tac.
No, I can't remember who it's meant to be. Crunchy Roll or something.
It's gonna be fucking Undertaker's bastard child involved. So
I don't know who that is.
Bray Wyatt.
The man who adopted the light and brought fucking neon the dark and had neon lights. Fucking waste, man.
I forgot about Bray Wyatt.
I don't know if it's going to be Mountain Dew. I don't know if it's going to be Captain Crunch. I don't know if it's going to be Prime, but they're going to have another sponsored match. Well, they're aiming to have another sponsored match at WrestleMania.
Everyone's going on like this is the first sponsored match. Do y'all remember Super Soaker and what's it called again? Pizza Hut. Yeah. They had those matches. They just didn't call the match the Pizza Hut's match. They just called it a match, and in the match they had a pizza fight.
Right.
I just want to see a Prime on a pole match. I need that in my life.
But I mean, it'd be even better if you say to Seth he's past his prime and it's the prime match.
Prime on a pole, so good.
Right. Okay.
You got theory.
Right, Big Tone.
Advertisements is not enough.
It's time for the main event.
Then what's the point?
What's the point?
The Tribal Chief. Oh, they do have both titles. I was going to go, what? One title? The Tribal Chief, the head of the table. This is the former Uso.
Oh my God, somebody could do it. Go on, someone pick Sammy.
Beg you, someone pick Sammy.
I'm too desperate for points to do
it. Hey, one night, guys, man. Look, I really do think it would be nice. It would be very nice if we was gonna get swerved and like it was gonna have a Daniel Bryan-esque moment, at Mania. But that is not what's happening. Especially if you watched Raw, they did a very intelligent thing by putting Cody in the ring with Sammy for them to have a conversation that got them both popped, that got them both. You wanted to win, yeah. So what's going to happen now is obviously Sammy is not going to win, but the Cody will still have the energy where people want him to win. So like we're going to still do Roman versus Cody at Mania, and obviously they've actually set up a very good match in it for the tag titles because the betrayal of Jay to Sammy is going to hurt almost as much as when he got beaten down by the Bloodline. And then obviously the next night on Raw, they're probably going to have KO save or whatever. So
is it going to hurt?
Roman retains.
It is going to hurt because I see Jay as the.
I think everyone wants to be absolutely. That's going to get a lot of heat. That's going to get a lot of heat when Jay turns on Sammy.
Oh, for sure. But I don't think it's going to hurt because we can all see it coming a mile off.
Still,
unless we go down the route that Jay doesn't.
I see it as a lot of people watching this thing and going, it's a clear, obvious sign that this person's going to win. And we're just all going to watch it and go, oh my God, are they going to do it? We're going to end up falling for it because Sami Zayn is so good at selling emotions with his face. Yes. They're going to go, please. And before you know it, we're all cheering for the damn guy to win, and he's not going to win.
For sure. That will happen. He's
especially the fact that the biggest thing I want to happen, though, is for him to come out to his original theme.
He did say if there was a time, it would be for this in a hometown of this. It would be for one night only. He has said it. If he does do it, it will be for one night only.
Just one thing: don't throw the "let's go" up in the hair like that. Your shoulders ain't strong enough.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
But yeah, obviously, I'm gonna pick Sammy. Just joking.
You said it. No, sorry, it's done.
Don't be a bitch for me, man. I picked the Tribal Chief, Randy. Damn it, I can't remember his name. Roman Reigns.
Randy Reigns.
Yeah, because I still want my theory for WrestleMania to happen, and he needs to be champ. For The Rock to come out and help his cousin.
Oh yeah, that's gold. That's fucking gold. That is gold.
Yeah, there's so many interesting parts in this. Like, but they've deliberately built this and sold this, especially if you saw Raw with Cody and Sami Zayn having that talk in the ring. And I knew what was going to happen the moment he said he didn't know, right? What I also noticed is I think somewhere down the line we're gonna see, like, I don't know whether it's gonna be a jealous turn or a heel turn, but at some point, whether it's after WrestleMania or at WrestleMania, I can see Sami Zayn completely losing his shit. Like, I mean, going completely crazy sort of thing. And that's going to be because of not being able to beat Roman Reigns. And then seeing Cody either going on to beat Roman Reigns or, I don't know, him causing Cody to lose to Roman Reigns. Anything can happen between now and WrestleMania, but it was pretty much of a giveaway on Raw if you saw that promo. And then there's that whole thing of letting himself down and letting Cody down, not being able to like look him in the face because he wasn't able to beat him after he prepped him up. I can see a heel turn happening with Sami Zayn. I don't know where, but it's going to be because of this loss. Therefore, that tells you that my pick is Roman Reigns. Still,
ding, ding, ding. Leon calls a turn.
Ready for it? Sammy was always with Roman. This is a setup just for WrestleMania. It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
I did it for the Chief. I did it for the bloodline.
Yeah.
I mean, Vince is not there anymore. Stop talking about it.
Let's be honest. There is only one answer. There is only one answer, and that is Roman Reigns. The only thing is has Sammy built enough steam that the tag match is not as powerful anymore? Has he outshined Kevin Owens too much that it does become a triple threat? That
I said that after the Rumble review, bro.
No,
listen, I just wonder. I just wonder if it's gone to that point. And in that case, you get. If you want to play that way, Jay still ties on. You've got Uso versus Uso. It's either that or it's Usos versus Sammy and KO. That's the only thing. But that doesn't matter. That's something to discuss later on because, quite frankly, everybody has acknowledged that the tribal chief is there. And I'm just putting it on record now that if I do lose this pay-per-view, I'm also voting Roman at Mania because I've got nothing to lose at that point. But yeah, right now I'm tribal chief all the way. So
you do know that if you lose this, you can still recover because there's a little pay-per-view called AEW Revolution.
Yes, but if everybody goes up,
you can tie.
You've got 2 more chances to tie, brother.
No, you're out.
I know you don't watch AEW pay-per-views.
No, it's not that. I've actually done quite well on AEW pay-per-views.
You'd have to win the next 2 back-to-back.
Is Mania 1 show or 2 shows?
Well, you were insisting we count it as 1 point because that's what we did last season.
Fair play.
And you won't back off. But you could
everybody goes
tie.
Up to
7.
I don't think I can win if I lose this.
You can't win. Tie, you can draw.
You can draw with the champ.
Okay. Well, we'll see. But as it currently stands, that's the way it goes. We are back to conversation mode.
I haven't given my prediction, but anyway.
My bad.
Has anyone not seen this match just being thrown out?
No, I see the finger poke of doom.
Yeah, literally.
What match, Leon?
The Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn.
No, they get thrown out, bro. Either way, champ retains, so it doesn't matter.
Like DQ or
Yeah, but champ retains, so that's what we do. Whoever walks out with the title.
I see
but that's the important thing. If it does get thrown out, because then if it gets thrown out, then that's the reason why we might actually get what we want, and Sammy goes for a title at Mania, and for them to like separate them.
That would separate one of them.
Yeah. Go on, Nico.
I love the way you guys are fantasy booking. It's so sweet. It's so.
I know what's going to happen.
Can you do more, please?
It's so fun. So no, here's
okay, Mr. Prime on a poll.
Yeah, I'm being ridiculous, right? Like I'm being as ridiculous as possible because it's still closer to reality than what we're gonna get. Look, there's 3 levels they've got with this storyline, and they're not going to go with the 2 fun ones. They're going to go with the obvious one. And the fun storyline, which swerves us all, is Sami actually beats Roman. That's the ultimate fun storyline.
The final boss losing at Chamber just doesn't
surprise us. I've said it since the Rumble now. I've said it for over a month. Surprise us. The reason, and I gave my reasons for that. It's not because of some almighty like Roman Reigns has to lose it at Mania. I'm of Big Tones thinking here. Shit, Roman doesn't even have to lose at Mania. He could retain. There's nothing that says Roman must lose at Mania.
Same here. I want him to win.
This is what I'm saying.
I know what they're gonna do now.
You could have a lot of fun with this. You could have I'm saying fun. We're not going to get this. This isn't happening. I'm just going through the levels of fun until we get to the reality. Yeah? The fun is Sami could actually beat Roman, swerve us all, and we have a fucking early Kofi Mania Daniel Bryan moment. Just happens to not be at Mania, right? That's the most fun we could have. The level down from that is what you guys were just pitching. Match gets thrown out. It ends up in a triple threat match, with it being a triple threat match at Mania. And they put it on Sami then. Why is that a good choice? Because Cody is now a company guy. He can win the title later on. You get moments like this very rarely in wrestling. The yes moment. You get the Summer of Punk, which they fucking flopped. You get moments like with MJF and AEW. You get moments like Kofi Mania. You know, what good booking consists of is being able, and I mentioned this after our Rumble review, is being able to think on the fly. You have to plan shit, obviously. You know, you've got your guy, you've made him, and you're going to start pushing him. But if the crowd start cheering for someone, and I've used this term before, get nuclear heat, you have a good booker listens to that. Sometimes gives it to them, sometimes doesn't. In the case of Mania, it's supposed to be mostly, but not always, kind of a feel-good thing. When you've got something like Sami going on, you could feasibly throw out the match at Elimination Chamber, put him in a triple threat at Mania, have him win, hold on to it for 2-3 months, drop to a returning Randy Orton, drop to Cody Rhodes, or ideally not Cody, just because you want to keep Cody face, drop to someone in 2-3 months' time. You don't need to give him a crazy long run. You need to give him his Kofi Mania style moment, right? That's the fun thing they could do. They're not going to do that. What they're going to do is what we've all predicted, is he's going to get his ass whooped. Jay is going to come down and stab him in the back. Kevin is then going to come down and save him the way that he saved Kevin at the Rumble. Oh, look, they're a tag team again. Oh, now we've got a reason to go after the Usos. Jay betrayed me. I didn't see that coming a mile off. And then you're going to have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos at Mania, which frankly is fucking dull. Because to go back to the point I made at Rumble and the point that AJ, you capitalized on here, Sami's heat is so big and powerful at the moment. Honestly, the tag titles are beneath him. And I say that because they don't have a fucking tag division. So what's he champion of?
No. See, that's where I'll disagree because it builds the titles are actually being split at one point. That's one thing on it. And your tag division is somewhere. Everything is.
So you're splitting titles across a division that isn't there to make them even harder to defend because there's now got to be teams on each show that you have to defend against. There aren't teams, bruv. They're in the process of building it. They're getting there. But look, I know people are going to be, but Imperium. Take Gunther out of that stable and let's be real. I bet half the people on this group couldn't even mention the Ball brothers' name.
Marcel.
Right? My point exactly.
My
point exactly. You know, have some fun. Go a bit like they did with the Iconics a few years ago. Go zany and fucking put it on, I don't know, maximum male models for all I care. Like, I don't
While we're on that, I really hate the fact that Otis is going back to that dickhead version of himself.
I love it. Goofy.
Oh, yeah. Is he going back to that? Yeah. I like that version.
I like that version too. I like that version. We can dream, we can love the fantasy booking, but as I learned from the Rumble and as Big Tone very, very wisely laid out to me, don't expect shit. So what I will expect is for them to deliver what's on the cards and what's obvious.
Which is
now,
what
if you want to swerve me, WE, good.
I don't want to be swerved for the sake of being swerved. This has been a storyline heading that road. It's a television show. It's a soap opera. And I like the Jey Uso story. I want the Jey Uso to step in so they can go, Roman, piss off. Roman's no longer part of the Sami Zayn story. The Jey story has always been there. It's not been a Roman story. It's been a Jey story. He's the one that didn't like him. Don't want nothing to do with him, everything like that. So I want that to keep developing. Tag team wise, I don't care if it's tag team. And the tag belts not meaning anything. They've been a tag champion, the longest reigning tag champion for quite a while.
It's meaningless.
They've
not defended against anyone. It's
meaningless.
I know. I'm not gonna put it past Triple H. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you started.
No, it's not the zoo. I mean, what's it called again? That storyline going on. The tag titles mean nothing, right?
Yeah.
Put it on people and make it mean something again. If it's just a case of like, yeah, they don't want to tag, they're gonna hold the tag title for forever long, give it to some unknown tag team champions. If the tag title gone to Sammy, it means something because people actually like that guy and he can make it into something. Remember I said earlier with the US title, that meant nothing. Then John Cena had it and brought it to something. Yeah, it went back down, but he brought it up. Sammy can do that.
Do you know who the women's champs at the moment are, Dan? No one else answer that, please.
I don't know any of the champs.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never seen the US champion wrestle.
The reason I'm asking is because what you've just described, give it to a champion that people like that can build it, is literally what they did to Damage Control. Oh, Dakota Kai and Io Sky are back. Oh, wicked. We like them. Make them champs. Vanished.
No, they're not. They're the Bailey girls.
They're the champions.
They're the Bailey girls.
They're the tag champions.
I get this. You got
WWE can't book tag team wrestling.
Name?
They can't do it anymore. They don't know how to do it.
Sheamus and the two guys is with. It's Sheamus and the Sheamus
and the
dudes.
And the two guys. Yeah.
And you got what's it called again? Yeah, you just have people with people. So putting it on.
But what are they doing with Sheamus now? They're booking him with Drew.
But that's why I want.
You know what?
There
is a certain angle where there has been times where a wrestler has taken a title belt and they've made it important again. Cody did it with the Intercontinental title. John Cena did it with the United States title. The Rock did it with the WWE title when he turned it back to an actual title when he changed the spinner belt. Maybe it's time for that to happen with the tag titles. I don't know.
So then by that logic, by what you've just said then, are you agreeing that the Usos tag run has been dry? Because if we're now coming from a point of we need to make the tag titles important again when they've just been on a record-breaking run, that speaks volumes of the bad situation they're in.
Be honest though.
Well, they've not exactly been defending it like FTR, have they? So
correct, and that's why I'm saying it's dead. So you're actually telling me that the guys who they're trying to get you to buy in as being the most legitimate tag team in the world at the moment, We the Ones and all that, you're going to take it off the most legitimate guys with a record-breaking run. You're going to put it on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, who are fantastic, and that's going to legitimize the belt more than the Usos have done.
Yes.
Listen, on principle, I agree with you, but the world is buying into the Uso Kool-Aid.
Nope.
Okay, let me ask you one question then.
They're buying into Bloodline Kool-Aid. Sorry, Leon.
Do the Usos...
The whole show...
sorry.
The whole division, the whole company is running on Bloodline time. As it starts to disintegrate, that's where everything's come through. That's why the tag titles have meant nothing. The only titles that have meant something because they could be defended and had unpredictability have been the mid-card titles, even though Gunther should be defending he's a lot more. The tag titles the tag titles were unified the same way the main titles were, and everybody knew. So even though there have been some strong contenders, even for Roman's titles, take your Kevin Owens, take your Drew McIntyres, take everyone who's come along, we've known, even your Brock Lesnar, we've known it means nothing. And it's the same for the tag title. So is it that it's been illegitimized? No, because it's broken a record, which will go down. So in 10 years' time, when kids don't even know who the fuck the Usos are, it means something. Has it been an eventful run? No. That's a different story, but it's on the Bloodline angle, which is the most dominant faction in history.
Everything you've just said is true, AJ.
That's a different story.
There's one thing you haven't, there's one nuance, because everything you've just said is 100% true. There's one nuance with what you've just said. which isn't being accounted for. Yes, we knew that everyone Roman was facing was likely not going to lose, was likely not going to not likely not going to win. And he's taken out some serious guys, you know, Lesnar, Lashley, Cena, he's McIntyre. He's taken out some serious guys. But that's just the point. These guys were all serious because of the way the storyline was built. Yes, we knew what the end result was going to be, despite how established these guys were, but they were established guys. The beef I have is that with the tag team division, they haven't established tag teams for the Usos to fight.
It's sad to say, but it's irrelevant. It's the length that's going to matter.
Oh, I know. And that in itself is that's why it's a dead stat. Like, you know,
are you saying that the Usos should then hold the tag team titles until a tag team division is created, or
no? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's a very good question.
well, good point.
That's a very good question. I think what they've done, Leon, your question's fantastic because it just shows that what they've done is that they've kind of booked themselves into a corner here because they've done this legendary run, which has to obviously end, right? They can't keep it going longer because of the way the Bloodline storyline has panned out. They have to take it off them. If they keep it on them longer, for what purpose and gain? There isn't one. And if they take it off them, okay, yeah, that means that signifies the end of the Bloodline storyline. But what happens then when you don't have a tag division? At least the one thing that Usos unifying the tag belts has done is it's not completely, but it's kind of covered the cracks of how bad the tag division is because it's not two different belts being defended on two different shows, which necessitates even more tag teams on those different shows. At least this way it's kind of hidden that reality. Like the moment those belts get split up, the tag team division is in a world of shit.
Tone, I'm going to let you go through then. Okay. Sorry, I just read the message. That's why. Then I'm going to make one point that I think is what's messed it up.
All right. So a lot to unpack here from what everyone's saying, isn't it? Like, what I think is we're getting into a bit of a thing where we as avid wrestling fans are looking at this a lot more than WWE is on the service and the casual fan. Yeah. The casual fan are not going to be so bothered, innit? Yeah, about like, oh, Sammy's only going for the tag title because you know they just want Sammy to have a moment, yeah. And him and KO holding those tag titles at WrestleMania with fireworks going up, that's a moment, yeah. The other thing is that I don't really buy into too much that like this Uso reign has been that like bad, yeah. I mean, yes, they haven't had the teams and everything, but they have had good matches. When they do a highlight reel 10 years from now, it's just gonna like, oh yeah, and like I think it was AJ was saying again when history, like when they look back on it, this whole bloodline era, this is going to be a massive part of that. What I feel is we should actually be happy that the tag titles and the tag champions have been on TV every single major storyline for the past 2 years. Yeah, I feel that in itself raises the tag titles to be something worth taking. Yeah. Now, let's not forget that Sammy has a lot of different options. Yeah. Now he can get those titles, and then like you know, the bloodline can continue feuding. Roman can retain. Like many things can happen. The world titles can get split, and Sammy can get one. But I feel his moment, his path at this moment is to go get those tag titles, to raise it up, and to be the one that dethrones the legendary one of the Usos.
Yeah, I was coming off your part with the case of everyone wants Sammy to get a big moment, and you can't give him the US title, you can't give him the Intercontinental title, and the Bloodline as everything else. So the tag team title is the way to go. And on Nico's part with who's there, once again, there's no one there. So who would be the only team you think that can beat the Usos right now to make it seem like something? Anyone else? If you just put it on anyone else, it won't be a shock. It'd be like, oh wow, big shock, and then no one would care. Put it on Sammy.
Viking Raiders.
Yeah, put it on Sammy. It would still it would be like, yes, they're going that way. It could still be a shock for some people, but also people love Sammy so much they will look at him and go, he's got that belt. And then KO is actually good with Sammy. And then after that, everyone will be waiting for, when is KO going to turn on Sammy? But you never know. Sammy might turn on KO again because he did last time. But yeah, it would be amazing.
Yeah, and what you've just said there just highlights so clearly that they haven't built anyone up after the bloodline. Bad booking.
So no, WWE.
I'll tell you what the problem was.
Just a shit show.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what the problem was. Sammy has said it himself. Pre Vince retiring, he was never on screen with Roman Reigns. So it was such a dead set that it was him and KO for the tag titles. The minute he was put on screen with Roman, that chemistry built into something else that took him to, because he was at that level. When he was just fucking around with the Usos, it was enough. Yep. He's now gone that level higher and it's fucked it. Yep. Triple H, if you want some unbooking, let me help you out, good old. Listen to me, Paul. Come on. AJ's talking to you now. Have the bloodline beat him up after the beat that thing. Have KO come to save him. Have Jay back him as well. So now it looks like he has a team.
Red and black.
Get Uso versus Uso at Mania. And in the main event, that is the big triple threat. That is where Jay screws him. And in that time, you build up more tag teams. And at WrestleMania, or whatever, now you go for the thing. Expand it a bit more. Give yourself some more time to build some tag teams that are convincing out there. Let the Bang Brothers or whatever they be become something. Let them actually feud with the Brawling Brutes, because these other two guys are going to say, fuck you. Let the Viking Raiders go to Ragnarok, not Valhalla. There you go. Right? Let the Street Profits become something. Let Judgment Day become a fortified tag team again. Build them on each side. Give yourself an extra month. Give us the Usos versus the Usos. Let us believe Jay is on that side. And let's see that tournament at the end of the
a tag team tournament.
Do you remember, AJ, when I said to you that when I had my little rant about halfway through, I said Triple H isn't fit to shine your boots and can't hold a candle to your booking? Tell me when I'm lying.
Listen, I'm click through and through. I can't disrespect Hunter House Helmsley.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, man? Leave Triple H alone. He doesn't drink. He drives a car.
That's the one. But Hunter, if you're listening and you want some writers, there are 5 very solid guys out here. But
not me. I don't watch your shit.
And you still book better. And you still book better than him.
Leave him alone. Right, but
book better. Earn my respect.
All right, fair enough.
I just feel that we really enjoyed this bloodline storyline. Let it just go to its natural conclusion.
Yeah.
We'll look back on it fondly. Yes, Sammy may not hold titles at Mania, but he doesn't have to. I feel how they've done this story.
He doesn't have
to. It's been
a
long time in WWE.
You know what, right?
Logical storyline that has gone for months, years even. It's been a long time since we had that, and we're waiting on the conclusion now. So I just try and take the positive side of it. The positive side is we've got the gift that keeps on giving, which was Sami Zayn. He doesn't have to win the title here; he can win it anytime. We've got an established main eventer that is homegrown, and I feel we should be happy with that. Let's have him have his tag title moment at Mania, and then move on from there.
I feel Triple H is gonna fuck with us at some point, though. They're gonna make it seem like Sammy won, but Roman's foot was on the rope, and the referee didn't see it, and another referee comes out and says, "Oh no, his foot was on the rope." They're gonna do some fuckery where they do the 1, 2, 3 to get the crowd popping, but then they're gonna take it away from you by saying, "Oh, his foot was on the ropes," but the referee didn't see, or some fuckery that's gonna happen.
We're gonna wrap on this, but let me give you the biggest spoiler of the night. Someone's gonna come out in a black hoodie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jay.
I don't give a shit. But that seems to be the Triple H booking. There's a black hoodie for a surprise attack. It's been going on for months now.
Bray Wyatt.
MGF. No, not MJF. MGF is a different version.
Maxwell Gerald Friedman. And to answer your question, Leon, no, it won't be Bray Wyatt because he doesn't do black. He does multicolored and neon lights and shit.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Not MGF, MFF, because you can get away with a lot of. That's a T-shirt right there.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Do tune in to hey, Elimination Chamber, because we will be. You might catch some reaction videos from us next time because we had a few, but we didn't get to toy with those. But hey, it's all to play for. Nico will give you a rundown of the points and who is where one more time, and then we will wrap up.
Yep. So totals for the season currently are Big Tone is on 6, Leon is on 5, AJ is on 5, Nico, that's me, is on 6, and Den is on 6. It's all to play for.
Never left first place once.
Come on, Lashley. Come on, Lashley.
Come on, Lashley.
Come on, Lashley. Come on, Judgment Day. That's my one. Okay, guys. Do check us out. We're all over the place. Ministry of Wrestling on Facebook and Instagram, as well as on YouTube. Do like, comment, share, and subscribe because we need that. And at MOW News on Twitter. Until the next time, I am the one AJ Anthony Jordan.
Please do also check me out on my own YouTube channel, Daddy Go. The link to that is right underneath my name here, as you can see, at Daddy Go on YouTube. Or you can catch us.
Do that again. Do that again.
Right here. Yeah, this fucking camera. This here, Daddy Go. Right here on YouTube. And AJ, please put that link in the description. That would be great. 2 videos a week there, gaming content, currently on 31 subscribers after 20 days. So happy about that. And got my first video that's hit 2K. So happy days. So if you like gaming, please go check that out. I'm Double V. I'll catch you guys next time.
Peace and love, y'all. That's all.
Leon, too sweet. Oh, Finesser saying, peace out, y'all.
And
all right, Big Tone, out the zone. Thank you for listening, everyone.
Okay, guys, we're out the zone. We done. See ya.